Do you sometimes get stuck when trying to write a song? Maybe you're not sure where to begin your new song, or maybe you struggle to finish songs that you've already started and you just can't get them done. If you have, you are probably struggling from musician's writer's block, sometimes called songwriter's block. Hi, I'm Tom Hess, and I understand how frustrating writer's block can be when trying to start or finish a song. It used to happen to me all the time. In this video, I'm going to share a very funny story with you about just how frustrated I once got and how I finally was able to overcome writer's block once and for all. So here are the key points I'm going to share with you in this video. First, why you sometimes get stuck when writing songs. Next, we're going to talk about practicing songwriting and what it actually means to actually practice writing songs, which is much different than trying to write songs. Songwriting practice and the act of attempting to write a song are completely different activities. The next thing we'll talk about is scheduling time daily to write. Next, write for the trash can. I'll explain that in a minute. And then we're going to talk about the difference between practicing for songwriting skill sets not working to complete a song right now, and what a huge difference that will make in helping you to overcome feeling stuck or having songwriting writer's block. And finally, the goal is to practice to become a great songwriter, not to write a great song today. So what you're about to see is a lesson that I taught at one of my recent live guitar events called HessFest. It's a funny but true story. Check it out. You have to practice songwriting in the same way that you practice guitar all those years. Okay? So that means scheduling time every day to write music. And if it sucks at the end, if you don't have a product that you want to put on an album, that's no different than practicing chords or scales or arpeggios or something else and not wanting to put that on an album yet. I mean, maybe now you would because you have a lot of guitar skills, but back some years ago you didn't. So you are a better guitar player than you are a songwriter. Why is that? Because you spent way more time practicing guitar than you did writing songs. Okay? I mean, you think about the Beatles, you think George Harrison and whatever the other guy's name, John Lennon, sat there and, worked on their scales up and down. No, these were not good players, okay? But they were much better songwriters because they practiced writing songs way more than they ever worried about their guitar technique or any of that stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we need to practice songwriting. That doesn't mean, okay, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to write this song, and I'm going to just keep working on it until it's good. That's not practicing writing. Here's what I want you to imagine. I want you to imagine you're a songwriting coach, and you've got students to teach, and they don't know anything about songwriting. And somehow, your goal is not to teach them to write a cool song. Your goal is to teach them how to become songwriters. What could you imagine in your mind? What activities, what information, what kind of training, what sort of assignments might you give those students to practice songwriting? I'll give you an example. When I went to university, my major was music composition. It wasn't guitar. It was composing music. Walk in, this is a true story. First day, first class with the professor. We sit down, and I'm all excited. I'd already been in college for 3 years at the first school I went to, finished that. Now I'm at the university, and I'm transferred, and now I'm going to do this cool composition stuff. $30,000 a year, which was a lot of money at that time. We're talking about, the 90s, okay? That was a shit ton of money for me, especially since I didn't have any. All right, a lot of money. Now, this goofball hands out 2 sticks to everybody in the class. 2 sticks. And he says, you're going to write a piece of music for 2 sticks. This is a true story. And we wrote for 2 sticks the entire semester. Now I'm sitting there, I am fuming, I am so pissed. And I had several meetings with him. I was like, listen, man, I'm not getting, financial help from the government because my parents made too much money and I was already too old for that anyway. So I'm here paying cash, okay? In other words, I'm here taking a loan and then I'm going to have to pay cash for this. So, I'm comparing the semester tuition to the sticks. Do you think maybe we could speed it up a bit? I'm trying to be polite, but I'm completely pissed. Really mad. I went to the dean. It was a big blow up. Big deal. Today, when I think about how pissed I was, I just explode. Now, when I engage my brain and flick it on, I realize that he was right because he wasn't there to teach us to write cool pieces of music. He was there to give us the skills to write. And the purpose of the sticks were to take away all melody, all pitch, all harmony, all everything except rhythm. We started with rhythm all semester. The second semester, we got to add notes. Four. And not any four, the four he chose. That was semester 2. Okay? My point here is his philosophy was, I don't care if you can't write shit your whole time while you're here. What I care about is that you gain skills on how to write. You practice writing. One element, then an element plus 4 notes, then an element plus 7 notes, then an element plus 12 notes, and then we moved to the next element, and this dragged on, and it was agonizing, and it was freaking frustrating. But today, I'm real glad we did that. I got every penny's worth. All right? So you have to practice. So I don't say you need to start with 2 sticks for a year. I don't mean that. But you have to write for the garbage can. You assign, I'm going to work on this. I'm going to work on just transitions. I'm going to work on just modulations for a week. I'm going to work just on stacking elements on top of each other. You make the assignment. Okay? So writer's block means I can't write a finished song that's freaking awesome like Dream Theater. So I'm not motivated to do it at all. That's not the goal. The goal is to practice to become a great writer, not to write a great song today. It's to gain the skills so you can write great songs on command forever. That's the goal. You don't want to write a song that could be on the Dream Theater album. You want to write a song like, hey, I could replace John Petrucci tomorrow because I'm a really good freaking writer. I could write anything. That's the goal. So if you like my videos on YouTube, you will love my personalized breakthrough guitar lessons. I'm going to show you exactly how to transform your guitar playing from being just okay to being really awesome, even if you're stuck right now, or you're having self-doubts about yourself as a guitar player. Imagine how much better your guitar playing will become when you know exactly what to do, exactly how to practice, and the guidance and roadmap to get you there. I've done this for thousands of people over the years. If you do the work, if you practice at least 30 minutes a day following what I show you, I'm absolutely certain I can help you become the guitar player you want to be. Now, unlike other lessons online, you're not going to get a bunch of generic cookie cutter lessons from me where everybody gets the same thing. That doesn't work very well. Instead, you get lessons customized to you, who you are, what your goals are, your challenges, your strengths, your weaknesses, your learning style, experience, frustrations, and most importantly, who you want to become. So check out my Breakthrough Guitar lessons at tomhess.net/guitar and see if they are right for you. See you on the other side.